This is our final project demo for Senior Design. Thanks for stopping by. So the first thing we're going to have to do is sign in or sign up because we don't have an account. So let's go ahead and sign up. Now, if I were to type some city like Moreno Valley, some email, or type in some password, confirm it. Oh, looks like that username already exists. Let's try again. Let's try one from Riverside. This time we'll do user 2. Password. Cool, successfully created a new account. Looks like we're all signed in. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to show you is our first visualization. So right over here, what you could do is select the product name. You can scroll down the list or just type what you need. In this case, we're going to go with gloves. Alright. So over here you see a little breakdown of gloves, glove prices, the unit price of each glove over time. As you can see, it tends to be increasing. Alright. And then we're going to take a look at annual spending. Okay. Now this time let's do vests. Vest? Okay, so what this shows is this is also over time, but this shows the spending per year. So group per year, and it's no longer the unit price, but it is the total sum. Alright. So now the two that I just showed you are actually our older designs. So our newer design is we decided to make a more intuitive dashboard out of Kibana, powered by Elasticsearch. Alright, so over here it starts out with a breakdown of all the different all the different products, and has a little metric here, the total spending, and right over here you get to see department spending distribution represented by a pie chart. Over here you see department spending over time. You scroll down a little bit and you'll see a very similar graph, although it's not based off of the department that spent, or the department that purchased the product, but it's based off of the vendor that sold the product. And then over here it's the vendor distribution divided by percentages. And what we could do is, let's say that we specifically want to look at I don't know, let's say the public works sewer system, which happens to be the top spending department. Cool, so now we've broken it off only by public works sewer. So all the data you see here has to do with that particular department only, which is why the only icon you see here is green, because it's just this department spending. So you can see, you could very clearly see any sort of anomalies here, and you can kind of see what they've been spending their money on. They have a lot of peaks at a product called operations, cleverly named, and then there's one anomaly up here, bidding purposes. And you can also see now the vendor distribution of this department. And we can add more filters. Let's say we still want to keep this department, but we want to take a look at Steve P. Prados, or actually Oil and Corp. Now we're looking at just Oil and Corp, and we're looking at and these are the only two things they get from Oil and Corp: operations and collections. Now another thing we could do is we could view the data over time. So we can go ahead and add a filter here. Let's do issue date. And is between. And it's pretty flexible when you type in time here. It's yeah, it's not too strict. So you can type in 1-1-. Let's say we want to look at data only in 2019. So we can take a look at that, and then let's see. It only goes up to July, so we can do the same thing. July. Now this time I'm gonna put slashes. And if we want to zoom in, we could just do this. Okay, now we're looking at just this particular moment in time. So you see a very different breakdown here. And if this gets a little bit messy, you can kind of, or if you want to be able to see this bottom area right here, which is kind of hard to see because of this anomaly right here, we can take a look at what that is, measure Z. We could just cross that out for a second, take a look at everything else. And if you want to, you could even take a look at the data underneath and view the raw data by itself if there's more need to explore. You can also filter up here. So say I wanted to look at only a certain product. Say I just want to look at tax. Well, then there you have it. And one other interesting product that we could look at is one that we've looked at before. Gloves. And we can get a breakdown of that too. And then the last piece of our website is our About Me section. Just has a little little screenshot of our dashboard and the developers who created this. And that's all. Thank you.